Hello, I am David Zanoni, Technical Marketing Engineer here at Infoblox. This is the third and final video in a short series of videos covering the changes made to BloxOne's hosts and services. In video 1, we introduced the infrastructure page and the tabs contained within. In video 2, we covered the update to hosts. In this video, we will cover the changes made to BloxOne Services. In this update, a variety of changes have been made to BloxOne Services. BloxOne Services are no longer enabled via the BloxOne Host interface and are now created and managed by the BloxOne Services tab that is contained within the new infrastructure page. Along with the new Services tab, services are now filterable by various means such as status, type, and much more. These filters assist administrators in quickly and efficiently finding outages and viewing their service infrastructure in a new way. Similar to the host general information page, services now have a general information page as well. This page contains useful information for administrators in regards to their services. Administrators can now choose a service instance instead of a host when configuring services. Let's take a look at the changes made to BloxOne Services in the Infoblox CSP. To assist with understanding the changes made to services, we will also view the CSP as it was before this update. In the New Services tab, all services tied to this account can be found. At a glance, we can see panels representing each service listed as shown. Within the panels are information on the service type, version, and status. In the previous version of the CSP, services could be found by clicking on an associated host and viewing the side panel. In the new CSP, if we expand one of the panels containing a service, we can see more information about it. This is done by clicking the downward-facing caret for the associated service. In this panel, we can see various information. Along with the information that was displayed before expanding this panel, we can see host info, which tells us which host this service is assigned to, and the host status. If desired, we can edit the host or view the general information on the host by clicking the ellipsis. Additionally, we can also see interface bindings if any exist, and tags, as shown here. In the previous version of the CSP, some of the same information could be acquired via clicking on a host and viewing the side panel. A new feature which was shown in the host video of this series, the General Information page, also exists for services. To view the General Information page, click the ellipsis associated with the service, then click General Information. In the Services General Information page, we can see information about the service, the host that the service is attached to, interface bindings, and the tags the service may have. In the Metrics tab, we can see the service's status, as shown in a graph. Please note that the data shown here may change according to the type of service you are viewing. In the Logs tab, we can view a variety of useful information regarding a service. In this interface, you can view service logs, display any recent events that may have occurred with the service, download the logs listed below, or filter based on various information as shown. In the new CSP, there are various ways to interact with the service. Once the service is selected, administrators can use the Service Actions button or the ellipsis associated with a service. The functionality of these interactions remain the same as in previous versions of the CSP and will not be covered in this video. In the previous version of the CSP, interacting with services could be accomplished via selecting a host and using the Service button, or via editing a host and viewing applications and services. Another notable change to the Infoblox CSP is the process of deploying a service. This is accomplished via the new Services tab. To create a service, click the Create Service button, then select the service desired. In the panel of the service you have selected, give the new service a name, and select a host for the service. Other optional settings do exist, such as interface binding and source interface and destination. Please note This panel may change according to the service you're configuring. As an example, here is the Anycast Services configuration panel. To confirm the creation of a service, click Finish. Then click Save and Close. In the previous version of the CSP, to deploy a service, administrators would need to select a host, edit that host, and enable the service via Applications and Services as shown here. Thanks to services having their own tabs, services can now be filtered as shown. Some of these same filters existed in previous versions of the CSP. However, services having their own tab helps with troubleshooting and viewing infrastructure. Finally, a minor change has occurred to some services when configuring them. As an example, the traffic flow configuration of the data connector now shows service instance instead of on-prem host. This means you are assigning a service to the configuration instead of assigning a host. This is what this interface looked like in the previous version of the CSP. Thank you for your time viewing this video. As mentioned earlier in this video, this is the third and final video of the series. If you haven't seen the previous videos in this series, I highly suggest watching them for more details on the update to BloxOne's hosts and services. Have a great day.